Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This ongoing situation with Hybe versus NewJeans has reached a point where it's just insane, and one of my last videos talking about this, I did see some comments accusing me of supporting Hybe, which is crazy because I don't. But in this situation, they are more professional and are actually bringing strong evidence to support your claims instead of boohooing and crying to the public. So I thought I should give my opinions as to why, no matter what happens with this case, I cannot believe anything this lady says. Remember, it's K-pop, not the apocalypse. So no need to attack me or get triggered over this video. And those NewJeans stands, wherever you are, if you cannot handle reasoning, then I advise you to not watch this video, because I assure you, I don't feel bad for having an opinion. Okay, if you have time, please like this video or maybe subscribe to my channel as it helps with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, then I present to you the red flags of NewJeans. Having nude pictures of minors in her house. I don't know how obvious it can get than this. So around the time of NewJeans' introduction to the scene, some Canadians found pictures on NewJeans' Instagram account showing inside of her apartment, and the walls are filled with underage kids like Brooke Shields, who was exploited and sexualized a lot as a kid, and some even having nude pictures of other minors. And when asked about this, she said is to use as inspiration. And I am sorry, but what will a 45-year-old woman be inspired by pics of kids who were exploited at such a young age? And it was worrisome because me finding out that the youngest member was 14 years old at that time and these accusations were brought up, as the same person, you would put two and two together. And her taking down the post right after just proves how guilty she is and how she's obsessed with youth. The gaslighting of fans. So I am sure we all remember the controversial song Cookie, and from the title obviously you would think it's cute, not weird or creepy, but the thing that upset the fans and me was the lyrics. And the word cookie is not the main problem because we are looking at the context of the song as a whole. Because you're not going to tell me that these lines are about American Girl Scouts selling cookies. Made a little cookie, come take a lookie, only at my house, come over to play. Or, if you want it, you can get it, I want to see you taste it, come and take a lookie. Bitch! Like, what the F? You're not gonna sit there and telling me this is about selling cookies. And at this point, I would just think that you're being ignorant just for the sake of it. Especially if Adore said it was about American Girl Scouts selling cookies. When in the US, it's a known fact that this word cookie can also be used to describe a lady body parts downtown. So that wasn't really helping their case. Talking about we spoke with professors and shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They might think we're stupid or something, because how can a professor not see this a mile away, huh? And instead of them taking accountability or redo the song, they instead put out a long-ass statement of bullcrap, blaming the fans of sexualizing the members and taking it way out of context, which is crazy because showing concern for these kids is not the same as sexualizing them. And I am sorry, but we're not the ones debuting minors left and right and having them wear short skirts, and we're not the one giving them songs talking about how come take a lookie, and like, what the F are you on? And the fans who were defending this were either playing dumb or actually believed they were singing about cookies. And also, whenever NewJeans are having a comeback, there is always something going on. She always has to associate them with controversies. And I just find that weird. Like, don't you all find that
suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Like, if her not using triggering imagery to always push their comebacks doesn't make you suspect her, then I don't know what will really. The manipulation and using every group, especially NewJeans, to shield her ass. So fast forward to 2024, we're in this whole messy situation with NewJeans versus Hybe, which we get literally new information every day, and it can be a lot to tackle. But this part focuses mainly on how NewJeans is manipulating bunnies and other fandoms to attack Hybe and unfortunately Elite. Like, Girlie is being investigated for breach of conduct and for doing illegal practices and also leaking health information about trainees and artists under Hybe, and all she said was how Elite copied her. Like, how is that even similar or related to what you're being accused of? But because she knows that many people are always bringing this up after Elite debuted, she knows she can use this to win the public's favor. And then she started name dropping every other group like LE for some reason. Her saying Bansheeker stole her idea or concept for creating BTS. I'm like, bitch, what the hell were you? Stop lying. You probably didn't give a flying fuck about that. What are you on? And not only that, she made that 2-hour long ass conference crying about nothing. This lady could be calling every other group instead of tackling what she's being accused of. And how she's talking about the members is so weird and creepy. How they call her to console her, or how they have a strong bond, or how they were crying with her for hours on the phone. Like, that is not normal. Because why would teenagers be consoling a 35-year-old woman? I am telling you, this lady is a user. She knows giving crocodile tears and mentioning Nudi's weird support would rally bunnies up and feel sorry for her. And for some odd reason, it actually worked. Some people are here saying how they relate to her. Like, stop insulting yourself. And then she's an icon, or she's trying to get what she worked hard for. And I'm like, what are you even saying? This lady's being paid well. She comfortably. Like, what the F are you on? Just like how she's quote unquote the success of NewJeans, then by that Adore is nothing without Hype. Because most of the members of NewJeans were trainees under Source Music, which is under Hype, and they were just given to her. And if NewJeans were under an unknown company, they wouldn't be this popular as they are now. Because even before their debut, they were already associated with BTS all the damn time, like for a whole year. Heck, one of the members were even featured on a music video. Oh, but at that time it wasn't an issue because it was benefiting her. Oh, I get it. And when elites are their competition now, oh, we don't want them to associate with them with news. Like, come on. Like, I just find it intriguing that she's always calling NewJeans and their parents, which we'll get into in a bit, just to distract the public from what she's actually been accused of. Like, girl, I do not care if they call you for hours. I do not care if they're crying for you. No, you need therapy. You don't need teenagers consoling you. That's not their job. Why should they be doing that to you? They should be boundaries. Like, come on. Don't you guys find that weird or unusual? I find it very, very weird and suspicious. The amount of entitlement and narcissistic behavior. This lady really thinks she invented K-pop or something. Like, I don't know if the success of NewJeans when it's worth fixed call. Because she be out here thinking she invented the 2000 concept because it's actually funny. Calling the 2000 concept the Minhyejin style, or even if there would be a boy group version of NewJeans, she will be the one to make one. And how NewJeans' success are all because of her, not because the public find their songs catchy or great, or because people are drawn to their personalities, but because of her and her alone. I mean, if that doesn't reek of narcissistic behavior, I don't know what does. I find it hilarious actually, because the thing she claims is her creation and how she invented it is all a big fat lie. She allegedly copied a Mexican girl group from the 90s called Jeans, and people also found out similar elements from NewJeans' music videos and choreographies and pictures. Like, it's crazy. Cause she's the one accusing everyone and their cousin of plagiarism when she has no original bone in her body. She's a liar, okay? Playing the victim of how everyone hates her or copying her when she herself is not original. Cause by that, Elite were not copying NewJeans at all. They were inspired by the concept because NewJeans themselves are not original, as I've been saying all this damn time. Like, come on now. And those leaked text messages are just insane. I will link a video in my description for you to go check it out if you haven't really seen them. Because, like, no. Her calling them names, calling them fat, trolling the fans who are trying to protect her. It's just so funny, and it just completes the statement that she's an entitled freak. And proves how she's a user. She's exploiting this girl to protect herself. And I think bunnies have misplaced priorities, because you would think, as a bunny, your main priority is to protect NewJeans. But many of the fans out here are protecting Minhyejin because they think protecting her would also help NewJeans, which in all actuality is not going to help them at all. Because she brought them into this mess. They could have stayed quiet. But no. Because she is using them. She is using them and she is not helping these ladies. I don't know why fans are playing dumb or they're actually dumb. I don't want to see you say you're a bunny and then you're protecting Minhyejin. Your main priority is to protect NewJeans and NewJeans alone. I don't know, like, what's the issue here. Next. And lastly is the manipulation of NewJeans and also the stupidity of NewJeans' parents. No offense. So it was reported that the NewJeans members have signed a petition in favor of Minhyejin, which is, in my own opinion, stupid because they did not need to say anything because, well, it doesn't really involve them. But because Minhyejin is such a user, she's the one that got them in this mess. Hype didn't mention anything about NewJeans. Minhyejin was the first one to bring these girls into this. So I don't want to see you guys saying they have no choice. No, they had a choice. But the reason I would think now that they have no choice because they got themselves in this mess. Seeing that notification, I was just thinking that, where are your parents? What are the parents doing? I saw like a statement that Bang Shin-hyuk was ignoring the girls in an elevator, and I didn't think it was right for him to ignore them, obviously, but that's kind of petty. Like, I get it because I have aunties and uncles wherever I, say hi and hello. Sometimes they be ignoring me and not even acknowledging me. So, like, I get that you will be annoyed, but it's just so petty for this case. Like, why do we need to know that you were ignored in an elevator? Because they're like managers using these parents to tell sad and sob stories just to get the public's favor when it's not really necessary. You're going to have to present evidence at court. It's not public's opinion. And also, I really think that the parents really believed in Minhyejin for some reason. Even after all of the things she's been saying, all of those text messages, they still believe in this woman for some reason. And I just think she's grooming these members or manipulating them. Like the way how she has them wrapped around her finger is sad and disappointing that it got to that part, because she was around these kids when they were 13, 14. So she is grooming them. I am sorry, but I just think she's grooming them. She's manipulating them, thinking that they're nothing without her. Without her, she's the main reason they're successful. They probably think that way. They probably think that they have no one except for Minhyejin, which is crazy and sad. And like, it just proves like everything Minhyejin been saying about how they call her, cry with her, they sympathize with her, they're consoling her. Like, that is weird. Like, that is weird. And people who are not seeing this or just like ignoring this and saying she's the well wisher, she's the mom of the group, she's a feminist, she's an icon. She's not an icon. She's not an icon. That's an insult to actual icons and feminists. Because her calling them names, like, they're children. Even if they do mistakes, I feel like what she was saying about them was a bit too far. Not a, it was too far. She was going too far. She was cursing them. She was cursing the fans. She does not respect the fans. She does not like NewJeans. She does not cherish them. And she's manipulating them. She's grooming them. She's manipulating them to thinking that without her, they are nothing. And the fans who are not realizing this earlier now, making a big mistake, or they actually think that she's helping them, or they just don't like Hype. That's why they really put all of their heart with Minhyejin. And with all of these reasons, all of these red flags, you're going to tell me that you're gonna still support Minhyejin? Why? Because you hate Hype? What about NewJeans? Aren't you gonna protect them? They're children. And them introducing this law about copywriting choreographies now, it's like, why? They're always doing the most for the wrong reasons. They're always doing the most for the wrong reasons. Instead of them in placing laws for minors to protect them, they're out here with making laws for choreographies. Like, why? Why? Because this law is just so, I think it's not specific enough, and it can get misinterpreted. And it can use to create more fan wars. Like, I just feel like at this point, people should just stay neutral. This video is in no way trying to support Hype. I'm trying to support the obvious facts that this woman is shady and that people's first priority is to protect the kids. If their parents are so dumb that they're not going to do that, people should be trying to put in the fear for NewJeans to stay away from that lady. Like, so yeah, these are just my reasons why I don't trust this lady, why I will not be able to trust this lady, and why I think you should not too. So tell me if you like this video, tell me what are your own red flags of Minhyejin, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye, loves.